Kosar, backpedaling, long ball. Webster Slaughter, he's got the ball. He's down to the 5-yard line. And the Browns have indeed a chance to win it.
I don't like losing. You got to know what it takes to win in the National Football League. And I think we're going to get there. I truly believe that. I think right now we're not.
With the first pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Baker Mayfield.
This is Everything Browns Nation, and now your host, a lifelong diehard Browns fan just like you, here's Corey Boyd.
Yes, 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 ladies and gentlemen, the time has arrived. It is Sunday, September the 9th, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We have made it. Browns fans, we are back and better than ever before. It's time. It is time. Get ready. Get pumped because game day is here. It's time. Get ready. Let's end this drought. Let's get it over with. It's time to win. We are winners. We ain't won in a while, but you know what I mean. It's game day. Cleveland versus Pittsburgh. You know what time it is. Let's go. Let's get it going, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new to the program, then let me tell you what it is. This is Everything Browns Nation. I am your host, Corey Boyd. It's 11:02. We're here on EBSN Online, Everything Browns Nation. You can catch us later if you can't watch us live on iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook. But we're here for football. Ladies and gentlemen, football is here. If you are making a comment, let me know where you're making that comment from, because we're here and we're ready to rumble because football Sunday is back. Let's go. Let's get it cracking. Eddie Stats is in the building. He says no bell today. He smells an upset, 17-13. Mark Dent says it's time. Fire emoji. Clyde said, what's going on, Corey? Jimmy's in the building. Taylor says Browns win 28-24. Clyde says, with no bell, how big of an impact do you think it will have on the game? And Mark says the sleeping giant awakens today. Ladies and gentlemen, the question, I like the question. How much of an impact will it make today with no Le'Veon Bell? Last year it was kind of the same situation, but he did actually play in the game. He had 10 carries for 32 yards. He wasn't that impactful in the game, but he was on the field, and you had to worry about him. I'm glad he is not playing. But they do have a guy in the backfield by the name of James Carter, and my guy, Producer G, has been watching him, and he is very good. But, hey, I'd rather have him than no Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell's a running back. He's a receiver. He is a bad mamma jamma. And, hey, stay away as long as you can for me, Mr. Bell. Stay away. Stay at home. I don't want you playing. It's better for me and my Browns. Let's go. Kim Spears says, it's our year. Hello from Newark, Ohio. And David says, I'm ready. Let's break them. Let's go. Let's get it going. I'm pumped up, even though We have not won a home opener since 1999, and Jeff Garcia was at the helm at quarterback. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Garcia. Some people may not even know who that is, but that was our last home opener, and our last win on opening day came back in 2004 against the Baltimore Ravens. It's time to end all that. Let's get this suffering out the way, ladies and gentlemen. And I got a chant for you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this chant going. Let's get it going. Yes, yes. That's what I want to hear throughout the stadium today. That's what I want to hear. We got to chant that all day long. Let them hear it. Let them hear it. Pittsburgh sucks. Let's go. Will they finally win an opener today? Pittsburgh sucks. Chant it all day long. Eddie says hi, blows up 113 and 2 touchdowns. Taylor Matthew Smith, thank you for making a comment. Let us know where you make the comment from. He says, how many sacks does Miles get today? Great question. And also, I want you guys to know, who is your big dog of the game? Get it in the comments. Who's your big dog of the game? G. What does a big dog do? Can you let them? What does a big dog do? Get your big dog in the game. A big dog, that's what big dogs do. Get your big dog of the game in the comments for me. What does your big dog of the game? Let me know. Who is your big dog of the game? Put it in your comment. Let me know who your big dog of the game is. Ladies and gentlemen, Clyde got the Pittsburgh sucks chant going. Who is your big dog of the game? David Fry says his big dog is Juice, number 80. Get him going. Who's your big dog of the game? Miles says, Eddie Stat says Miles gets 3 sacks, 5 tackles. Jimmy says Garrett is his big dog of the game. Let's break this down, ladies and gentlemen. We are here because of the Pittsburgh Steelers are coming into our home to try to defeat us once again and ruin our opening game. Can we win? I think we can. Kenny says my big dog is Duke. Bell not playing helps us immensely. I know Connor is a young and upcoming, but hey, I'll take that over Bell any day of the week. We have a healthy Myles Garrett, which makes a big difference than last year when we lost 21-18. He didn't play. We went against the big three. Now, Bell wasn't all him, so that helped as well. We have a totally different offense than last year. Basically, none of the players are even the same. It's a totally different offense. Our leading receiver was Corey Coleman, 5 catches, 53 yards, and 1 touchdown last year. Deshaun Kaiser's not here. Crowell's not here, which Crowell, he was good, though. I'm not saying he was bad. But the matter of the fact is he's not here. Josh Gordon was not here. He wasn't playing. So the offense is totally different. So the offense is a big question mark until we see them play on this field today. But the defense is healthy. New corner, Denzel Ward's got a boy, does he got a trouble on his hands. I'm going to pray for him when I get home. Because Antonio Brown, last year, 11 catches, 181 on 11 targets. That's why Myles Garrett in this defense has to get pressure on Big Ben. sack him, get to him, get the pressure. Brandon says Hyde is his big dog. Kenny says, how will the rookie left tackle hold up in place of Joe Thomas? We got to keep Tyrod clean. I hope he holds up well because we have to keep Tyrod clean, keep the pocket very clean, no pressure on Tyrod, new offensive scheme, new offensive coordinator, Haley, getting the plays for Tyrod because we don't know how this offense is going to look. In the preseason, it had its ups and downs, but we don't know how they're actually going to look in game time because the regular season and preseason is a whole new ball game, and now it's put up or shut up time. What you got, G?
I just want to give everyone a quick reminder. If you just tuned in, it's the Everything Browns Nation live streaming podcast. We're here every Sunday for a pregame show from 11 to 12. So make sure you're tuning in every week. And if you're watching on EBSN Online or Everything Buckeye Nation Facebook page, make sure you leave the comments on the Everything Browns Nation Facebook page because that's where we're watching them today.
Thank you, G. Thank you, G. And can you get that chant going for me one more time, G? We got to get this chant going. Yes. Yes. Get it going. Yes. We got to get it pumped. We got to get it cracking. It's a new day, a new time. We got to do everything in our power to help our Browns win. They have to feel us as fans. If we're not at the game, we have to give every superstition possible that we can think of to get this victory. Whatever you have to do as fans, you do it. Josh, as Landry or Gordon, who has the better game? Good question. And Josh, let me know where you're making the comment from. That's a hard question to answer for me because I don't know how many snaps Hughes want to play Josh. He better play him more. I know he's not starting, but he's going to play a lot. But to answer that question, I'm going to go with Landry. I think Landry has the better game. I think that Landry is going to get more targets than Josh Gordon, and due to it being Josh Gordon's first game back, I don't know how many snaps he's going to play. They say he's good to go. But I think the first game back, I think Landry's going to have the better game.
I would agree. I think that the chemistry was evident in the preseason games that Tyrod has with Landry so far. And you said with Josh Gordon just being back, he hasn't had a chance to necessarily develop that chemistry with Tyrod. So I think Landry has more of the chemistry. And like you said, Gordon will probably be on some sort of snap count and not starting for sure.
Yes. Thank you, G. So I'm going with Landry. Thanks for the question. I hope just with Gordon being there, he's a threat and he gets other guys open like Njoku, Landry himself, Duke Johnson, and Hyde out of the backfield. I think Landry will have the better game. I hope they both get into the action in the passing game against this Pittsburgh defense, who they have shown can get beat in the passing game. So we have to take advantage of that. But I think Josh Gordon will have the better game. Not Josh Gordon, I'm sorry. I think Landry will have the better game out of the two. Josh says, thanks for the response. You're welcome. And William says, Landry more catches, but Gordon most explosive play. My man Dio with the thumbs up. Thank you, Dio. Thanks for tuning in. Kenny says Haley should know all of their offensive weaknesses. And will that play a factor with our defense? That is a very good point. Very good point, Kenny. I like that comment. And what are the keys for the offense success, ladies and gentlemen? Leave that in the comment. What are the keys to the offense success today as we now have a new offensive coordinator, Haley? And, he also knows about their defense as well because he was there last year, so he knows how to attack that defense. So what are the keys to the offense of success? To me, the running game. Get the running game going early. Play action will be Tyrod Taylor's best friend. If you get that running game open, his mobility, rolling out of the pocket, If you get the running game going with Hyde, Chubb, Duke out of the backfield, the play action will be his best friend. But you got to get that running game going. You don't want a whole bunch of third and long situations. Get the running game going. To me, that is key. You want third and manageable, so the playbook is wide open. You don't want 3rd and 11, 3rd and 12s. They know you have to pass. To me, the running game is key for the Browns, so the whole playbook is open on 3rd down. I think both backs have to be able to run. As you see in the preseason, when they run well, especially with Tyrod, it will help him out immensely. Josh, Dog Nation from VA in the building. Let me know where you're making these comments from. And who's your big dog of the week? G, what's big dogs do? What do big dogs do, ladies and gentlemen? Get them big dogs out. Who's your big dog of the week? Let me know. That's what big dogs do. Now, ladies and gentlemen, meteorologist, can I get it right this time? Where am I going? Nope. I can't see. Well, you see where the United States is. My hand is terrible. I was over here like, no, my hand is terrible. I'm getting it. There we are. Yeah. So we're somewhere, I don't know, in an area somewhere. But I'm in the United States this time. Last time I was over here somewhere, but I don't know why. But let's get it going, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know where you're at. Let me know when you give a comment. Let me know where you are at. We're here in Columbus, Ohio. Everything Browns Nation here. EBSN Online. Every Sunday from 11 to 12, we will be here pre-game trying to get you, the fans. We are the voice of the fans. We do it for you guys, so you let us know how you feel. Everything Browns Nation. And, you know, if you want to give us some support, because we want to be here more than once a week. We want to be here for you. Go to patreon.com/everythingbrowns, and anything you can give to support us would be appreciated. So, hey, I can be here more than once a week if you want me to. If not, hey, that's fine too. But any support would be appreciated so we can just be together to support our Browns, ladies and gentlemen. Kenny says, key to me is to prevent the big pass plays. I like it. Natasha says, hey, Corey, woof, woof. Hope the Browns come out with the urgency to win. They need to play with little penalties, Grove City. I like it. Mark Lowe says, I'm probably going to butcher this, Alita Bay Island, South Caribbean. Gee, we got the South Caribbean in the building. I like it. Big dogs. That's what big dogs do, ladies and gentlemen. And Ron says Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Eric is in Texarkana, Texas. Sustained drives is the key. Flip the field position at times. You see, our fans just know what they're talking about. I like it. Pittsburgh sucks. You know the chant. Ladies and gentlemen, get it going. This is going to be a theme of the whole show. Get used to it. Game day here. Everything Browns Nation. Get pumped. Tell all your friends about us. Share us. Like us. Get it going. We're going to be here all year. It's a new year, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it going. We got to get this turned around. Now, Hugh Jackson said he's going to try to downplay the magnitude of this game. He's not going to downplay it. It's not our Super Bowl, but it's a huge game for us. It's our division, and it's an AFC North game, so it counts as two. We all recognize that, and we want to get winning as fast as we can, but it is a 16-game season. Hugh knows. Hugh knows we need that win. He knows. I'm telling you, this is a big game for us, ladies and gentlemen. It's a big game. We got to come out the box fast. We got to come out the box fast, ladies and gentlemen. Us as fans, we know this. We've been criving. What is criving? I don't know what that is. I just made it up. We are thriving for wins. Jimmy says, dogs got to eat. And Steven says the biggest key is our three-headed monster at running back. I like it, that running game. Thank you, Steven. And Jimmy says, dogs gotta eat. I like it. We gotta eat, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie says, boom, let's go, my dude. Eddie West, I like it. And Eddie Stats says, make Big Ben throw over 400 yards. Pittsburgh was 1-4 when he threw over 400 yards. And Steven says, Garrett is going to knock out Big Ben. Wow. I don't know if I advocate injuries, but hey, he said it, not me. So, ladies and gentlemen, I love it. I love it. Now, can the Browns finally win this season opener? Get your bold predictions in there. Tell me your big dog of the game. Who's your big dog of the game? Let me know. You know what big dogs do. That's what they do. Tell me who your big dog of the game is. Let me know. Can the Browns pull off this season opening win today? Steve says, Scranton, PA in the house. Duke having a huge day. He's going with Duke Johnson. I like it. I like it. And Kenny says, we've got to play with discipline and composure. No penalties. We can't afford to have penalties when we're trying to win. If we make a big play, we need the big play to stand. And if we have a big stop, we need the big stop to stand. No stupid five-yard holdings that gives an automatic first down on a 3rd and long. I like the comment. Garrett is the big dog, says Steven. And Kobe says, it's a wrap for Big Ben. This D is about to put it on him. All brownies today. Which parlays to my next question. Parlay. Wow, where'd that come from? Can the Browns continue the good defense they did in the preseason? They need to. They have to be honest with you guys. I don't see, at least in week 1, the Browns winning a high shootout against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Not week 1. This offense for Pittsburgh has been together for a while. Even though Bell is missing, they can score points without Le'Veon Bell. They have proved it. The defense has to be able to do what they did in the preseason. Hey, they did it last year. They held them to 21. So they have to do it again, and that was without a healthy Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett's back. Denzel Ward's a rookie. He's not proven, but he's a good corner. They have to be able to do it. They have to. If not, I don't see our offense going toe-to-toe, at least right now, with Pittsburgh's offense. The defense has to show up. Steven says 27-17 Browns. And Eddie says, I think they will have a top 10 defense. They have to hold Pittsburgh under 20 points. And Ron says Gray Williams is a genius and a general. And Kobe says, anyone know if Gordon is limited today or full boss mode? I don't know his snap count. I know he is not on the injury report. They said he's full go, but they didn't say how many snaps he would play. So I don't know if he's on a snap count, Kobe, but they did say he is not on the injury report and he will not start. But we don't know his snap count. So hopefully I want him in as many snaps as possible just for his threat on the field. But I don't know what his snap count is going to be. And Kobe also said, yes, the D is nice. I think the offense can keep pushing long drives and give the break that D is top 5. Everybody's loving the defense. Everybody is loving the defense, and I can't blame you for what we see in the preseason. But the preseason is the preseason. The regular season is a different beast. I just hope they can keep it up. I believe they have to keep it up, especially against Pittsburgh. And next week we have the Saints at the Saints. The NFL did us no favors. So this defense has to be what everybody in the comments is saying for the Browns to be successful. And Natasha says they need to play well on both sides of the ball all the way to the end of the fourth quarter to come out with this win to end this drought of opening day wins. 14 years, ladies and gentlemen. 14 years since an opening day win. in 19 years since an opening day win at home. It has to stop tonight against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Skylar Sanford, thank you for tuning in from Fowler, Indiana. And G, can I get my Pittsburgh chant? Can I get my Pittsburgh chant? Yes. Get it going, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. That is right. Pittsburgh sucks, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get it going today. Get it going, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. This is it. Last year, Big Ben, 24 for 263, two touchdowns and 1 pick. And I already told you about AB. I was a yard off. It was 11 for 182. And he threw to him 11 times. So he had no incompletions to Antonio Brown. So 263 for Big Ben. That's what he did last year at Cleveland. He's a totally different player at home and on the road, Ben Roethlisberger. So that is a very good favor for us. As Mike says, the receivers are going to be a big threat, so that means High is going to have this. Eric says Pitts puke is going down, and Gordon will be 75% on the offense. Eddie says, Eddie, do you have confirmation on that? Do you have confirmation? Did Hugh Jackson text you and tell you that? Let me know. And you also can give us a call at 1-866-217-1966. If you want to call in and talk to me and let me know how you're feeling right now, give us a call, 1-866-217-1966. If you want to give in a call and talk to us, go ahead and call. Phone lines are open if you want to talk to us as well. We're open. Ladies and gentlemen, it's game day. It is game day. This is Everything Browns Nation. And we are here. We are ready to roll. Ready to roll. Get your game predictions in the comments. Who's your big dog of the game? Who is your big dog of the game? You know what big dogs do. That's what big dogs do. Ladies and gentlemen, Tyrod Taylor is going to start for us today. There's been a lot of skeptics. I'm never going to say the words. I'm going to blow it. But Tyrod Taylor starts for us today for the Browns. A lot of people, they're wishy-washy on him. What is he going to do? What is he not going to do? So this is it. Do you believe Tyrod can get us this victory today? Or are you on the side of, I don't know. I'd rather see Baker. There's two sides of the coin. I think he can get it done. I really do. I really think he could get it done today. It's time for him to show. This is what he was brought in for, ladies and gentlemen. This is why he's here. I think he could get it done. And Mike Tackett says, which player on defense has the most to prove today? Ward, Peppers, or Garrett? His vote is Ward. That's a very good question. I'm going to say not Peppers. I'm going to say Garrett. And the reason why I say Garrett is because he's the first pick overall last year. He wasn't healthy, so he really didn't get to play last year. And he's always been talking about Big Ben. He was talking about Big Ben last year, how he's going to get the Big Ben, how he's going to take Big Ben down. Big Ben, Big Ben, Big Ben. And even in the Office promo that the Browns did, what did he do in that little promo? He was putting Big Ben in the shredder. I'm going with Myles Garrett. He's always talking about Big Ben, how he's going to get to Big Ben. I love the question, though, but to me, you're a number 1 overall pick, not drafted in the first round, but number 1 overall in the entire NFL, and now you're healthy. To me, Myles Garrett has the most to prove. You're always saying you're going to get the Big Ben. You're going to take Big Ben down. Myles Garrett has the most to prove out of those three. Yes, Ward was a round 1 pick this year. Yes, he's going at Antonio Brown, but does anybody really believe, like in your heart of hearts, in your gut to guts, that Denzel Ward is going to shut down Antonio Brown? No. Nobody believes Denzel Ward on his first NFL game is going to go out there and shut down Antonio Brown, arguably the best receiver in the NFL. Nobody believes that. But you believe that Myles Garrett can get pressure to Ben Roethlisberger and get multiple sacks this game because we've seen it in the comments. So to me, I think it's Myles Garrett. And as far as Julius Peppers goes, I just hope he can contribute this year. So out of those three, I think Peppers is last, Myles Garrett, then Denzel Ward. But I love the question. That is a very great question. Josh says Peppers is going to bring that pepper heat. Jason has an umbrella up. I must have missed something with that. That must have something about the weather. Natasha says it would be beautiful to see Hyde run like he did in his Ohio State days. Yes, it would. Hopefully he can stay healthy all year because we could use him. Taylor says Taylor will have 250. Not Taylor says. Steven says Taylor will have 250 yards and 2 touchdowns, 1 passing and 1 running. I would love that. Clyde says Big Dog will be collective effort. That D is going to be swarming. Win for Haley. Hashtag win for Haley. I never thought about that. Maybe they're going to win this game for Haley since it's his first game back against Pittsburgh. Eric says you are correct. And Mark says I do if there is 50 mile an hour winds. Laugh out loud. Kobe says I'm ready to see Peppers break out. Eddie says Pittsburgh's 3-point fave right now. Is that too high or too low? Eddie says Fields going to be a mess. And Jeff says, how will rain affect Taylor? Oh, we're talking about the weather to the game. Okay. See how long it took me to get that? That was about, what, 20 minutes late? 20 minutes late. Yes, the weather is going to be a big factor. Who does that affect more, Pittsburgh or Cleveland? It's probably better for us because they like to throw a lot. Come on, keep raining. Eddie says AB only gets 85 yards and 0 touchdowns. That's a bold prediction. That's the definition of bold. Get those bold predictions out. Big dog of the weeks. You know what big dogs do. Get your big dog of the week. Big dog of the game. Get your big dog of the game. You know what big dogs do. Big dog of the game. Keep them coming. Ronald said Chubb's going to do damage. And Kenny Young said Browns 24-21. I like it. And Jeff says, how will the rain affect Taylor's passing? This raining depends on how heavy the rain is. If it's raining heavy, of course it's going to affect it to me because he's not the Drew Breeses, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady's of the world. So it's going to affect it, and I think they would lean more towards the run if the rain is really, really, really heavy and it's windy. I think it would affect him more than it would the top flight quarterbacks, and they would lean towards the run. So I don't want the rain to be heavy and affect us because we have to. Come on. We don't need weather to affect us right now. I was joking when I said I want it to rain hard. We got to win. So hopefully it's not raining too hard to where it affects our game plan. Thomas Lasco back in the build. I haven't seen a Thomas Lasco comment in a while. Back in the building, he says Browns 35-14. Wow. That's a bold prediction. You see how that letter big, that bold is on the screen? Thomas Lasco came with a grenade. He came back with a vengeance. 35-14. Keep them coming. Ward or Randall get a pick six, says Jimmy. I like it. And Eddie says, what do you expect from Chubb? He gets a big back. He'll be big at the goal line. Well, I seen Chubb change his number from 31 to 24. I seen that. I was reading about that. I don't know what that was about, but he changed his number, so maybe it gives him more dynamics. I don't know. But he changed his number. I expect Chubb. I was hard on him the first week, but after that, he did run well. So it looks like you guys were right and I was wrong. It was more of the line and more of focusing on the run. You see how I did that? You see how I put the onus on myself? So it looks like I was wrong. He was running a lot better. So I expect Chubb and Carlos Hyde to run with that purpose that they did in game 2 and beyond in the preseason. I expect Chubb, hopefully, if they get in those goal situations, they actually run the ball from the 1 instead of spreading out Tyrod Taylor and throwing it 4 times like they did against the Eagles when Tyrod Taylor went out with the pinky injury and he came back in. And hopefully that pinky is fine. Nobody's talking about that. At least I haven't seen it. Nobody's bringing it up. So I guess he's okay. Steven says Garrett will get 2 sacks and cause a fumble. Ronald said Kirksey has a big game also. I like that one, Ronald. Ronald Gaines, good one. Kirksey has a big game. And Tony says everything Browns Nation. Let's get hype. Beat Pittsburgh. Thank you, Tony. And G's already on it. He knew I was about to ask for it. And Brett says Miles 3 sacks due to the wetness of the field in football. Big Ben going to hold the ball long. Browns 27-21. Browns Nation cutthroat. I like it. Ronald says 17-10. Thomas says Denzel Ward will shut down Antonio. Thomas came in with grenades. I haven't seen Thomas, and maybe I've missed his comments the past couple of weeks. I'm glad you're here, but you have came back throwing grenades, and you have no apologies for it. You said, what was it, 35 or 42-10, and now Denzel Ward will shut down arguably the best receiver in the NFL. I'll tell you this, Thomas. If any of this happens, you can come back next week and say, I told you so. Ha ha. Denzel Ward will shut down AB. Okay. Woo. And Jeff says first backup QB on the field today will be Rudolph. Gee, they saying that. Myles Garrett is taking out Big Ben on a cart. And Kenny says, can't forget about Carlos Hyde. Listen, I ain't forgot about Carlos Hyde. The run game has to be good today. Tyrod Taylor can't throw 40 times a day. If he throws 40 times, that's ball game. No. So that means we're in a shootout or we are behind. The running game has to be efficient. Third and manageable is key today. Third and manageable. The whole playbook is open. Not 3rd and 12, not 3rd and 13, not 3rd and pray. Third and manageable. That means the whole playbook is open. Play action is there. Roll out, dump offs to the goat shoes, scream. Not 3rd and pray, 3rd and 15, pin your ears back and come at the quarterback. We ain't got time for that. Third and manageable, run the ball, get 4 yards on the run, 5 yards, not run the ball and get stuffed and then have to throw the ball. That's not Tyrod's game. You have to throw on 3rd and long. Manageable. That's the key. Get that run game going so Todd Haley can do whatever he wants with that playbook. Get Hyde in the game along with Chubb. I like it. Leah Rose, sending Browns love from Erie, Pennsylvania. There's a lot of Cleveland Browns fans in Pennsylvania. I like it. Excited to see you in action against the Steelers. Plenty of talent to win. Steven, Jeff, Josh, and Thomas all say bless them. They got I gotta get a bless them. I gotta get a bless them sound effect. They all say bless them. And Clyde says 3rd and pray with a laughing emoji. And Kenny says, Josh Gordon. Another grenade has been launched. 200+ receiving yards today for Josh Gordon. Kenny Young with the grenade. I hope you're right. And Steven says, biggest key is Greg Williams, the defensive coordinator. I like it. So he's saying our defensive coordinator is going to be the biggest key of the game and stopping that Steelers offense. Mike is from Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. And Brett Williams, our good Lord, is giving us all a great sign. He says it's raining cats and dogs. God is saying Browns wins 27-21. And Corey says, go Browns. Corey Briggs, go Browns from Knoxville, Tennessee. So ready for a win. We got Browns fans all over the map. I love it. And Christopher says Avery will make a big impact. Limited snaps. Avery. So Avery must be playing. He got hurt in the preseason. They said they wasn't sure if he was going to come back or not. He looked good against the preseason game against the Eagles, along with Myles Garrett. He was actually one of the highest rated players that game. He left with the injury. They wasn't going to be sure if he was going to play game one. But with that comment, that lets me know that at least he's going to play. That's a good sign for our defense because he was young and he's also impressive. I want to thank everybody who is making a comment on this pregame show of Everything Browns Nation. I want to appreciate everybody. This is our second Sunday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. We will be here every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. So tell all your friends, all your family, everybody that you know that we will be here pregame every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Share us, like us, tell everybody because we are here for the fans, a voice of the fans. And if you would like, support the nation, patreon.com/ I got it right, G, finally. Everything Browns, because we want to be here more than once a week to talk about our Browns. And give us a call, 1-866-217-1966. Now, I like the question, Jeff. How about our new left tackle? His name slips me, but anybody that replaces Joe Thomas, big shoes to fill. Whew, man. But I hope he can at least put his feet in them and do a good job today in protecting our cornerback and also run blocking because now, obviously, Joe Thomas was hurt last year and he didn't play. But now we know there will be no more Joe Thomas ever again in Browns uniform. So that position will have to be filled permanently, and hopefully him stepping in can go ahead and start to solidify that position and get the job done. Thomas says Myles Garrett will get to Ben Roethlisberger and get 4 sacks. And Matthew says, I need that hat. Thank you, Matt. Well, if you're in the Columbus area, it was at Lids Eastland Mall. So you can go ahead and get it if you live in Columbus. And JC says Pittsburgh dog pound in the house. So we got a Browns fan in Pittsburgh. And Steven says Joe Thomas is the GOAT. Now, I know I've been asking y'all for y'all's big dog of the game. Keep shouting them out because you know what big dogs do. That's what big dogs do. Big dogs. But my big dog of the game, y'all have already said it 1,000 times today, is Myles Garrett. That's what big dogs do. My big dog of the game is Myles Garrett. You guys have said it all show long. Myles Garrett is my big dog of the game for the various reasons we have been talking about all show long. I believe he is going to come out with a purpose, with a vengeance, with aggression to show why he was picked number 1. He's been talking about Big Ben for about 2 years now. 2 years. He's been talking about Big Ben. He's my big dog of the game. I believe he's going to show up. I believe he's going to show out. I believe he's going to wreak havoc. It's at home, a home opener. The crowd's going to be behind him. And if the weather is the way the comments are saying that it is, I believe he's going to wreak havoc. I have Myles Garrett getting 3 sacks today. A lot of QB pressures and 2 tackles for a loss. 3 sacks, 2 tackles for a loss, and multiple QB pressures against Big Ben Roethlisberger today at home against Myles Garrett. That is my big dog of the game, Myles Garrett, who has been talking about Big Ben Roethlisberger since he came into this league. And now this is his chance, opening day, to make a statement for our Cleveland Browns and get us off the snide of opening day L's since 2004 and home opening day L's since 1999. Matthew says Gordon, 8 catches, 112 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And Thomas says Pittsburgh not in the dog pound. And Steven says Callaway will get a punt return for a touchdown. Scott says, here we go, Brownies. Here we go. Woof, woof. Big dogs bark. And Natasha says, my dog is little with a very big bark. Woof, woof. She's talking about her profile picture. Everybody's loving the big dog. Get your big dog of the game in the comment section. Let me know who your big dog of the game is. Let me know where you're making the comment from. This is Everything Browns Nation. We are here. Kickoff is a little over an hour away in Cleveland, Ohio. From what I hear, it's rainy and messy in Cleveland, and we may have a nasty game. Some of the fans want it to be nasty and ugly. That will help our defense. It won't help our offense. It won't help Pittsburgh's offense either. So it may be a defensive battle. My big dog of the game is Myles Garrett, just like I said. Thomas Lasco says he is here from Madison, Ohio. Everybody's in action today. Everybody's 0-0. Everybody has a chance. Every fan that woke up today woke up with joy. Their team has a shot. Their team has a shot to win. And here we are. And we're facing the same team last year who barely beat us. And now, Browns fans, it's time to get pumped. Steven says football weather. Love it. Yes. Get your predictions in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. Jarvis Landry, Carlos Hyde, Tyrod Taylor. We've talked all about them. Our leading receiver last year was Corey Coleman, 5 for 53, 1 touchdown. I believe all our receivers right now are better than Corey Coleman. Gordon, Callaway, Landry, Njoku, and Hollywood Higgins. I think they're all better than Corey Coleman. Now, is that me being mean? Maybe. But I think they're all better than Corey Coleman. So I think they all should be able to give us something today better than that. And Steven says, you're right. My bad, Steven. The Falcons are not 0-0. They're 0-1 because they lost Thursday night. And the Eagles are not 0-0. They're 1-0. I forgot about that. My apologies to that. And Thomas says the score will be 35-14. Another grenade thrown. 35-14. Thomas Lasco says the Browns win the ball game. So everybody says the Browns win. Everybody's on Cleveland, turning history on its side. Nobody thinks Pittsburgh's going to win. Nobody gives Pittsburgh a shot. Steven says Coleman who? Nobody thinks Pittsburgh's going to win. Nobody. Eddie says Taylor, 95 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Woo. And you think they're going to win with those numbers? I don't know, Eddie. That's not good numbers. I hope you know that. And he says 17-13. So how are they going to win with 95, 0, and 0? So nobody's picking Pittsburgh. You're all on Cleveland. Everybody in the comments is on Cleveland, huh? Not nobody. So Pittsburgh just can't win, huh? Interesting. Josh says Njoku will be crowned big dog of the day. That's the first Njoku we got today. Big dog. Give him a big dog bark. Njoku. Give him a big dog. Steven says from worst to first. And Brandon says we have a very different Browns team. So nobody believes Pittsburgh can win. Nobody. Brown, Schuster, Big Ben. Nobody. Not a chance. Brown says, so Eddie says the Browns rushing 41 carries, 255 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So that's where the yards come from. Okay, Eddie. Okay. I see you. So none of y'all think Pittsburgh can win, huh? Well, here is my prediction for this game, ladies and gentlemen. Not today, not in Cleveland, says Raymond. Get your comments in the section. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell everybody you know to watch this show. Joel says old-fashioned football, ground and pound, Browns win. You're all on the Browns, huh? All of you. All of you, huh? Well, here's my prediction. Fasten your seatbelts. Myles Garrett gets 3 sacks. I said that. It's a rainy, nasty game. I said that too. There's no Le'Veon Bell. I said that too. I said all these things. Now watch this room flip over here in a minute. I said all these things. We got a new Brown squad, a new coach, new coaching staffs. I just watched Hard Knocks. I got excited and all of that. After all of that, I'm picking Cleveland. I got all y'all. Y'all got scared, didn't y'all? Y'all about to say, what is he going to say right now? I am going with Cleveland today, and this is why. Le'Veon Bell is not there. I think that's a big key to me. And next week, listen, you got to win this game. You have to win. I think the Browns are really, really taking this game as a must win. I just really do. They're not going to say it. I know they're not. But this is a big game. Jarvis Landry, he's new. Haley's new. They're new. They want to get this losing stuff out of this right now. They want to get it out the way. Now, is it a little homery? Of course it is. Of course. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. Yeah, it's a little homery. Yeah, of course it is. I'm not going to lie and say, no, it's not a little homer. Yeah, it's a little homer. But I do believe we have a new team, a better team equipped to beat Pittsburgh this year. And last year we almost pulled it off with a worse team at the helm. Yes. So, yeah, it's a little homery. I'm not going to lie. But I do believe we can pull this off with the team we have now because of the defense, because of the new coaching. We have a new offensive coordinator. We're healthy. Everybody's back. Josh Gordon is here. He might not play. I don't know. He might not play 100% of the snaps, but he will be on the field. Jarvis Landry, Carlos Hyde, Njoku, Duke Johnson. I think this is a game we are going to get. Yeah, it's a little homer. I'm not going to lie. but I think it's a game we're going to get. It's a rainy game. My bold prediction was Myles Garrett, and my score is going to be Cleveland 24, Pittsburgh 20. Browns win by 4. Yes, it's a little biased. I'm not going to lie. But some people can't say that when they're on TV. I will. It's a little biased. I believe they can win this game. The new people in that building want to get this win right now against their rivals. 24-20 is my prediction. Myles Garrett, 3 sacks is my big dog of the game, pressuring Big Ben today. And the Cleveland Browns finally get an opening game win. And we all can watch the 4 o'clock games tonight, just happy for once, and go.
I got one for you.
And exhale.
I got a bold prediction and a score prediction.
Go ahead.
Bold prediction. In some way, shape, or form, Tyrod Taylor will exit this game today, whether it's injury or poor performance, and we will see Baker Mayfield take a snap today for the Browns.
You gonna put injury on Tyrod Taylor?
And Cleveland will lose 28-10.
Really?
28-10. I didn't say injury. I said whether it's injury or poor performance, some way, somehow, Tyrod Taylor. Let's just say the Browns are getting blown out. We're going to see Baker Mayfield. So some way, somehow, Baker Mayfield gets in the game today. That's a bold prediction for me. And the final score, 28-10, Pittsburgh wins.
Well, that's G's bold prediction.
The Browns' offense struggles.
That's G's prediction. I will not let that come into existence. That will not let that voodoo corrupt our team this year. Tyrod will be just fine, ladies and gentlemen. Brett says, from Bottlegate to popping bottles, this is all in Mud Bowl 27-21. No new friends. Beware the dogs. If we Baker Browns lose. He says, we need this. Brandon says, we need this. We've been really embarrassing the last couple of weeks. That is an understatement. Josh says, 28-10. Get this man off the mic. LOL. And Thomas threw another grenade and said, is he high? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Everything Browns Nations. Now, if you have the first show watching me, I don't like to be wrong. So, Cleveland, don't let me down. If you do, I will come in here next week and let every one of Browns players have it, because I don't like to be wrong, ladies and gentlemen. So, hey, don't let me down, Cleveland. I hate being wrong. I'm putting my neck out on the line for you guys. 24-20. Don't let me down, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? All the Brown staff, all you guys, receptionists, trainers, taping up ankles, the chain gang. I don't care. None of you guys let me down. I'm trying to look at the last comment I see. Demetrius says, we blow them out 28-3. You heard it here first. And he throws the last grenade into the comment section. Can I get the chant one more time, G, even though you said 28-10? Yeah. Steven's already next week. He's ready for next week, and week 1 hasn't ended yet. He says, bold prediction for next week, 24-21 Browns. Well, Steven, we'll get there after this week and see how they look. This is Everything Browns Nation. I want to appreciate everybody who has tuned in to this episode. We will be back next week from 11 to 12. 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Make sure you tune in next week. Browns versus Saints pregame. Browns Steelers reaction, where I was wrong, where I was right, and where I'll be teed off or happy. We will be here. Appreciate you guys. He's Producer G. I'm Corey Boyd. I will see you guys next week Everything Browns Nation. Catch us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, EBSN Online. Follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. I'm out. Let's go Browns. Yeah.